All right, welcome back, everyone. We are back live from the 39th annual VNEA World Championships in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Ballys Hotel and Casino. Currently about to start watching a men's intermediate 8-ball team match. So just give us a moment here while we get your comments loaded up so we can follow along with you guys. Looks like Valley Boys won the toss, so they took the first breaks. Restarting a stream is a good way to drive users away, says Old Head on Me on YouTube channel.
It's actually quite the opposite of that.
It is the exact opposite of that. And luckily for you guys, we sort of know what we're doing.
We've done this once or twice.
So let's see how long they take to rack these balls. I know these guys are very calculated. And so I don't think you'll see them breaking a bad rack. They'll take their time.
And I know from experience these tables rack a little tough, as do you.
Yeah, I think we had like 12 dry breaks. I think we broke 13 times and had 12 dry or something like that. It was crazy.
Yeah, we didn't do too well against these Valley Boys there last night. But those things happen. We're allowed a bad match every now and again, right?
Well, the best thing is triple elimination.
Yeah, we're still in to win.
Still in it to win it. Ricochet, Tin Man, there he is. Good to hear, bud. We'll be here. You know where to find us.
How has Facebook been this morning?
It's been the same old, same old.
Of course.
So if you guys are having trouble on the Facebook with it kicking you out and stuff, head on over to our YouTube channel. It's nice and seamless there. Great quality.
Or Hulk Smash Facebook.
Or Hulk Smack Facebook.
Hey, thanks, Patrick. We do appreciate it.
The final of the men's Masters teams will be 3 p.m. tomorrow. It's scheduled for 3 p.m. That's if everything goes to plan, which it rarely does. And we got Grant Zemp on the mic in case you guys didn't hear. It's not an echo.
It's definitely not an echo. I had a little bit of a late night last night, so kind of had a little bit of a sleep in this morning. Thank you, Ben.
Fair enough. You were due for a sleep in.
I was a little due, yeah.
I went to bed early last night, so I'm
Did you really?
fresh as a daisy
I
tonight.
thought you were going to go out and kind of tie one on with the boys.
I thought about it, and then I ate so much at the buffet, I was useless. I needed a 2-hour nap, and by the time I woke up, it was too late.
You got the food sweats.
Yeah.
Very good.
Howdy, Paul, Stacy, LJ, Patrick.
Sounds good, Patrick. We'll see you on the YouTube channel.
Do we know if Calgary is getting same smoky haze Edmonton's getting? I have heard it is.
I can tell your voice is now Grant sounds like that's all one.
Very good. That's a correct statement.
It is.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he sounds taller, but he definitely is taller.
Yeah. I don't know how you sound taller, but
Too funny. Double R in the house. Welcome, Mr. Redding.
yes. How are you?
This should be a great match. These are two really good teams.
Yeah, they laid the boots to us last night.
Yeah.
After we kind of laid the boots to ourselves for the first round, and well, maybe the first 2.5 rounds, kind of laid the boots to ourselves. But they did what they were supposed to. They took advantage of our sitting cold for how many hours? And they did what they were supposed to do. Welcome back to it, Jeff. St. Edwards, Nebraska, checking in.
I didn't see what happened there on the left. Did he miscue? Oh, no, he just missed the ball.
Yeah.
Missed the pocket. You won't see too many of those during this match. These
No.
guys pot everything.
It's kind of crazy.
The team from Illinois that we played in the first match, great team. Really good team. They made us sweat to the full extent. Let me tell you, we got super, super lucky to win that match. We had no business winning that match. Next thing you know, we won the A side. It's a freebie, and we ran with it.
That may have been perhaps a little bit of outside influence from a former teammate.
Yeah, Hui was plugging the jukebox for us. It was crazy. Never seen anything like it in my life. Some crazy, weird things happening that are too much of a coincidence to be coincidence.
Yeah. When it happens like that, it's really not a coincidence.
Crazy. Oh, looks like we got a son in the house watching dad play.
Absolutely.
That's always fun.
Captain's crew on the left table looking really good, in control of that table.
Yeah, they're in pretty good control on the right, too. He's only got one more stripe in the 8 to complete the run out.
How are you going to do it? 2 rails out or just draw with
Yeah.
right hand back out?
Yeah, just right hand draw. Just a little. Nothing too fancy. Just try to keep it
Perfect.
simple.
He hit it good.
Yeah, he hit it absolutely perfect. And
I
he
know, and he Hulk
spears
smashes it.
I like it.
Making a statement.
It's a 10-0 captain's crew, and they're looking at a 10-7 if he can make this 1 ball and the 8.
Mr. Glass says, okay, I'm watching too many of these now. I can tell you guys apart now. That's good. That's a good thing. You and I don't know how many others, but welcome to the Q Sports Live addiction.
Welcome to the addiction.
The sad part is we're just as addicted.
More so.
Yeah.
That's what got us started.
Right?
Oh, he did need to hit that fairly hard. You don't want to hit those soft, but he hit it a little too hard, in my opinion. Did he put on Werewolves of London? No, he did not. He put on another couple of classic tunes that he liked. 10-6 win Valley boys.
That's because Ben still has his morning voice on, and his mic is at his mouth. I just moved mine up, so hopefully that's a little better.
I think I've got these mics figured out so they can hear me all the time.
Yep.
Yours needs to be a little closer, in my opinion. Just a little closer.
A little closer?
Yeah, I've been kind of watching this jump up and down and figuring out what the best plan of attack is.
There, how's that? Maybe that's even better.
We got some new mics, and let me tell you, they are awesome.
They are pretty awesome. And that's the thing that we had a hard time with, Brian, is people were saying that we sound alike, and Ben and I couldn't figure out how that was possible, but apparently we do.
Apparently. I don't know, even my mom mistook us once.
Yes.
So that's, we sound alike if my mom can't figure out which one of us is which.
Right? You and all of us there, Joey.
I have heard of Jeff Sargent. He was a great player in his day. Won the state 4 years in a row. Not easy to do.
What is VNEA? VNEA stands for the Valley National 8-Ball Association.
I actually found out they left out a letter in that. It should be VNELA, because it actually stands for Valley National 8-Ball League Association.
Right.
Which I don't know why they left out the L.
Because VNEA sounds much better than VNEA, VNELA.
VNELA?
It's a mouthful.
That is a bit of a mouthful, yeah. Makes perfect sense. Holy moly, he absolutely murdered that break. I felt the earth shake.
Was that under your feet, or?
I got Steph with the Marvin the Martian voice the other day.
Oh.
Just about had tears in her eyes.
Come on.
It
That was
was good.
supposed to be something you were going to save up for when I was on the mic.
You already heard it.
Oh, but that was,
Now
yeah,
it
listen, if you've
was
never
her
heard
turn.
Ben Francis and his Marvin the Martian voice, it'll leave you in stitches. It's
Can,
hilarious.
can we stream the Gladiator match at 4:30? We do have a little bit of pull here. We might be able to make that happen.
What's that?
To stream the Gladiator match, which the winner of these guys will play. So I'm going to say not for that one.
No,
Because they don't like to put the teams on the same table they just came off of.
that's right.
But we may be able to point the PTZ over there so you guys can watch.
Don't bite the mic. But I'm hungry.
I sound like I'm 12 years old. Wow, very
You got a
good.
pretty deep voice for a 12-year-old.
I've been told I sound a lot older than I am throughout my entire life. When I was 12, people thought I was 20 until they saw me in person.
That's right, yeah. And then they thought, wait, are you 8?
Wait a minute.
Hold up. VNEA sounds like vanilla?
Yeah, VNELA. Kind of sounds like vanilla. Right,
I suppose if
VNELA.
you sound it out phonetically. You don't have VNEA in Oklahoma.
Oh, very good. I brought this up earlier, too. Grant has just a tiny nasal twang, almost Midwestern American. And I did mention earlier that Grant spent a lot of time as a child traveling around the States, and he's
I
picked
did.
up a lot of the
Y'all.
American accent.
Yeah.
The Rock. We were talking about The Rock earlier.
The Rock.
And it's a very Midwestern American to call the cue ball The Rock.
Oh, yes, okay.
And people were saying, oh, I hate it when they call it that in basketball. And I said, yeah, basketball's the worst one.
Yeah, you
Because
can't.
it
Yeah.
doesn't
But in
resemble a
pool,
rock at all.
I actually like it in pool.
But it's actually a curling term.
It is
So
a curling
we'll
term.
leave it to curling.
Yes, I knew it was. I knew it was a curling term, but I do like it for pool.
Just need the root beer. What brand of mic headset are we using now? Looks like Audio Technica. Good thing it says it on the side of Grant's headset, because I don't even know.
Have we had a chance to visit the Strip or any other part of Vegas, like the pawn shop from the TV show? The short answer to that is, well, kind of.
Kind of.
Ben and I went on a little bit of a walkabout.
I did a lot of walking yesterday, too. We
Did
walked
you?
pretty far, yeah.
Yeah, I really haven't. We, on our days off in between the ACS VNEA, we took a drive to the Grand Canyon.
That was super cool.
That was fun. So it was fun, but I gotta say, we really didn't spend a whole lot of time at the canyon. It was ice cold.
Yeah, it was way too chilly to stay there.
So we ended up kind of taking the scenic tour to get to the Grand Canyon. So it should only be about a 4-hour drive from here to there, 4.5 maybe. And we took 7 to get there. And then we spent probably at the very first stop, which is at the top, not even at the rim. And I think we maybe spent a grand total of 35 minutes at the Grand Canyon. Took the pictures that we needed. It was ice cold. Wind was really cold. Just not a good day.
So I figured where we went wrong with the driving time, what you Googled was part of the Grand Canyon.
Yes.
There is a very close, it's only about 3.5 hours, 4 hours away,
Good. Okay.
but it's not where the national park is and the main
I gotcha.
canyon.
So we weren't that far off of what it would normally take then, because we did make a few stops and so on and so forth. But,
Exactly.
yeah, we spent a grand total of maybe 35 minutes there, got too cold, and said, all right, it was fun seeing you, and then headed back.
And I'm not sure if that pawn shop is still open or not,
It is, yeah.
but I've heard the lineups to get in there are not worth waiting around for.
It actually wasn't too bad. It depends on whether they're filming in there or not. If they're filming, they won't let you in while they're filming.
Oh, makes sense.
So you end up waiting outside in line, and the lineup was maybe, I don't know, 10 or 12 people deep.
Oh, that's
It
not
wasn't
too
that
bad.
Yeah, it's kind of lost a lot of the tourist luster over the years.
Oh, we got captain's crew at both tables. Looking much better on the left than on the right, though.
Yeah, left table's looking really good.
Doesn't want to be
Shoot the
jacked
gap.
up, though.
Shoot the gap.
Yeah, this is going to make life a little trickier.
Well, that 12 ball could also come into play.
Yeah, this requires a very slow roll. His opponent's just going to come in and see if it's frozen, because if it's frozen, and you shoot over it, and you happen to touch the 11 with your cue, it can be considered a foul.
And I sound Nebraskan. A boot the Lincoln area. Well, that's a Canadian thing. That's a Canadian accent.
A boot? Sounds good, Mr. Tin Man. Good afternoon, Dean. Gary says you want to let down go see Mount Rushmore. All right, we won't go see Mount Rushmore then.
Right, all right. Strike that off the list.
All right, so they got a ref to watch this shot. So let's watch this 11 ball.
Now, I've heard that they've introduced this impeding ball rule.
I've heard a lot of conflicting
Yeah.
opinions on this, so but I'm going to say that if a ref is watching this shot, it has to be a foul if you touch that ball.
I agree.
If there's no ref watching this shot, it would go to move it back where it was.
That's
or
right.
leave it where it is kind of thing. But
Yeah.
clean shot, but missed the pocket.
That was always going to be tough.
John says he's new to this pool thing. How come Milan hasn't shot? Well, there's 5 players per team. Currently, we're watching the 3rd and 4th game. And so I think we'll see Milan shoot in the 5th game. But they
also do have 6 players.
They do have 6, but I wouldn't expect that Milan would be sitting out of those 6.
Probably not.
He's probably one of their better shots.
Yeah, that's not my favorite shot either, Andrew. I missed one that was very similar to that yesterday.
If you get any siding on that ball, and this is something I recommend to people when you are shooting over a ball, is don't try to play siding. Like, you need to just play top.
Just top it out.
Just middle ball. As soon as you play siding, jacked up at mass A's.
There you go. Carl says Milan is up. He's 5th and next.
Makes perfect sense why they would put him in the 5th spot.
Kind of makes sense there. Although, to me, that says that they're expecting
to get there.
They're expecting to get to that last game. So they're expecting a match here from the captain's crew.
Oh, it's his daughter. Oh, welcome to the stream. Glad we got a son and we got a daughter now watching their parents play.
I love that.
How cool is that?
Now the question is, how old are those sons and daughter? Or son and daughter?
And so it is not just cue ball fouls for VNEA. It sort of is. It's kind of a
gray area.
It's so gray, and that's what I hate about it most, is that it's a very gray area with the impeding ball rule or whatever they want to call it now. Toby says we need to go to the Heart Attack Grill. We do definitely do not need to go there and eat. I've heard it's actually disgusting.
I don't think I need to put that much grease in my body. Oh, look at this hit. What a great hit.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Won't do him any favors, though, because he opened up the ball that was tied up. So I think we could see... I think this is Billy here on the left. See him clean up.
Well, have fun at that doctor's appointment there, Double R. I think those Valley boys, they'll create their own luck. They certainly did that with us last night. They capitalized when they were supposed to. They did everything that they were supposed to do. We kind of started to make a little bit of a run there, a little bit of a comeback at the end, but we caught a gear a little bit too late.
Well, now we got a father or a mother watching as well. Says, good luck, son.
Lots of family.
Joey and Jolly says we need to eat at the Peppermill. And
Oh, I've been there
absolutely.
many times, yeah.
That
Ben still owes me a dinner, so.
Oh, and I got good news for you. I went and ate that buffet yesterday. It was delicious.
Oh.
Vino paid for it.
What?
I know, right? Well, he won a little money in the slot, so we talked him into it.
Like Mark Vino?
Yeah, like Mark Vino. Trust me, he wasn't happy about it, but we made him fork it over. But
and so it was obviously good.
It was delicious.
Not just because it was a free meal.
No, we'll go back there. It was delicious, but now I can buy you one because mine is also free.
Nice. If you like vintage cars, go see Counts Custom. Absolutely, I watched some of their stuff on TV.
Looks like we got fans of both teams here. We got some people wishing luck on Valley Boys. We got Becky saying go Captain's Crew.
Looks like a little bit of cheering for both teams online here.
I didn't see what happened on the right-hand table.
I missed it.
10-4 win for... Hopefully somebody was paying attention out there. Got reading these comments and missed who won that game on the right. I know it was a 10-4 win.
Yeah.
For somebody.
It depends, Patrick. And his question was, so the shooting order of the team members remains the same for all 5 rounds. Just for the home team. The away team does switch it out. Otherwise, all 5 players would play all 5 players 5 times. And you don't want that.
Milan does the rack twirl. You seen that?
Yes.
I
Spins
like
it a couple of times.
He's got style, that Milan.
He does.
Your dad's got style out there.
He does. Likes to wear his boots while he plays pool.
Yeah, he's such a fantastic guy, too. I've known him for about 6 or 7 years now. He's just a great human being.
Not quite a round robin.
Crew one on the right. Sorry, Grant.
No, that's okay. Not quite a round robin, but the home team, you do your lineup for the 5 players. That will remain the same for the 25 games. The visiting team is the one that kind of flips.
Well, this 8 ball for a 10-6 for Valley Boys. Pull them a little closer.
Close match.
Oh, we knew this one was going to be a gooder. I'll watch Milan break there, and I'll run a couple ads if we have time in between shots. Looks like Milan came with a big break there.
Certainly did. Could you imagine what it would be if it was the Thumper?
He brought the thunder there without the thumper.
He'd bring more thunder if he had the Thumper.
If you guys are interested in getting your hands on one of those sweet jump break cues, you can order one through us.
So we even get a little bit of a deal on those.
So there you go. Lord Scythe has the formula there for you guys. Rotates through. Todd, you get enough action. Calm down, Todd. You can bet on our finals match tomorrow.
That's going to be an amazing match.
Apparently, Todd made $50 deciding that we would win the A side.
Really?
I hope he got big odds since it was a 19-team field. Oh, Patrick's cheering for whoever can make it. Unfortunately, that is not a team in this tournament.
No.
And yeah, so each visitor moves up 1 round. Yeah, so you just move up and you play everyone once. Scotty, it's actually a beautiful cue. It's probably doesn't do it justice in the picture, and that's only one color.
Yeah,
and
there's a few different colors. The Purple Heart remains the same, but the butt end of it, there's a few different color options. And from where I stand, I don't give 2 beans really what it looks like. The results you get with it are almost unmatched.
Yeah, the look of that cue is not nearly as important as the way it hits.
Yeah.
I had the boys practicing some jump shots with it yesterday. They were just like awestruck. The look
It
on
jumps
Joe's
so
face was
easy.
priceless. Seriously was priceless. I should have took a picture.
It's just easy. Easy jumping.
The black is really nice. I like the black. I also like the blue, the gray.
Yeah.
The colors are nice.
Yeah, the BK Rush hits pretty good. I'll say the T3, that thumper, hits a touch better. But the bonus with the thumper, well, there's a couple of different bonuses. Number one, it is a jump break cue. And typically when you get those jump break cue combinations, it's either jumps really well but doesn't break so well, or breaks really well but doesn't jump so well. And that's typically what you find with the jump break cue. So that's why we were a little bit hesitant when Richard was making the claims that he was regarding the T3. So we tested that thing out, and it holds absolute true. It is the best of both worlds. And on top of having both of those bonuses, you can jump at full cue, you can break it down and use the actual jump cue part of it. But the biggest draw I find with it is the price. You can spend $1,000 on a VK Rush, or you can spend just about half that on the T3.
And so Ryan wants to know, what are the items in the viewer advantage? Well, you get your choice of a Jacoby Black, a T3 jump break cue, a JB plate, JB case plus cash top up, or the SS360 shaft plus cash top up, or you can choose the $620 Canadian cash.
It is.
And so we'll have the poster up there momentarily, guys. If you are interested in that, you can send that in through email transfer, qsportslive@gmail.com. If you're outside Canada, you can message the page. We'll give you the info on how you can send in for that. And so I think we are now on games 5 and 6, if I'm correct here. This is possibly still 4 and 5. I'll do a score check in a little bit here, guys. Make sure we got it right. What kind of tip, ferrule, and shaft diameter does it have? Well, the tip and the ferrule are secret recipe.
It's the KFC version.
Kind of like the KFC chicken. And the shaft diameter, I would imagine 12.75. That's what it feels like in my hand anyway.
Yeah, it does feel like a 12.75.
Yeah, there you go, Todd. Send some carrots and apples to your resources, and then you can decide if you want to bet. These horses are getting hungry over here, all the work we've been doing.
Right?
So I think I'll wait until a couple of these, maybe these 2 racks are done. I'll go score check, and I'll go run and grab a quick bite to eat and leave you guys with Grant. Oh, Mo didn't get to the rail there. I don't know if he got a rail. I feel like maybe that's a foul. He tried to roll that ball in pocket weight.
Well, if you're going to take off your quick, I'll run out, check the weather before you do that, and then you are free to go and eat, sir.
Question for both of us. If we had a choice of banking or slicing a ball, which one would you prefer? That absolutely depends on the table.
Depends on the table, depends on the position of the cut, how steep, so on and so forth. There's a lot of factors that come into play there.
I'll tell you, Michael Glass, it is not a leather tip or a phenolic tip.
No.
The tip on there, if they told everyone what it was,
everybody would do it.
Then everybody would do it. So they're trying to keep it secret so that not everyone uses the same one. No problem, Todd. We got you.
Yeah, and I can tell you, Michael, it's really not either one of those, but I've had the question, well, what happens if I need a new tip? And here's the answer to the question is Richard, the gentleman that makes those thumper jump break cues, took his when he was in testing, turned it upside down and jackhammered the tip into the cement for about 20 minutes, something like that. And the tip was still good. He still uses that. That is the exact one that he uses as demos when he goes around to shows. You don't want to check the shaft on that thing because it's now warped to almost unusable status. But the tip was fine. So you won't need to put a new tip on that thing for probably 10 years.
I would say it should hold up for at least 10 years, yeah. The last brake cue I had with a phenolic tip on it held up the entire time I had it, about 8 years, so.
Yeah.
And you're right, Patrick. It is a very hard non-leather tip.
Yes.
Looks like on the left he's going to go into those balls. No, he missed going into those balls. That could be a big mistake.
Alrighty, guys, so I'm going to jump off here, go check the weather before Ben decides to run away on me. So I will be back in a quick few minutes.
So I think he'll try to maybe double kiss this 5-ball in. We'll see, I don't really see a good safe. If he tries to double kiss it in, he could play safe next. Oh, I see. He played the draw behind the 9. Very smart shot. Is it a tip that was dipped in something? So I'm pretty sure we've explained it enough times that we can't tell you what it is. You guys can keep asking questions, but just like the KFC recipe, we're not going to tell you what it was. Oh, geez. Mo double hit that ball on the left table. I'm fairly certain he double hit it. His opponent maybe should have called a ref for that shot. Easy from back here to think that maybe that's what happened, but from his perspective, maybe he didn't. Nonetheless, 10-1 win for Valley Boys. Gives them the lead, 34-33. So I believe now we're on game 5 and 6. Hopefully I got that right. This could be game 6 and 7. I will go do a score check in a couple of racks or two when Grant gets back. I'll go do a quick score check, make sure we got the scores right. We don't want to misinform you guys. And yes, Michael Glass, that does mean he guarantees the tip. So if that tip breaks, falls off, anything like that, he'll fix it up for you. Don't worry. Yeah, he may not have realized, Michael, and that's kind of where I was going with that. Was it may have been a double hit, but it's kind of one of those situations where you don't really notice it. Well, there you go. Hoodwinked and bamboozled. Just tuned in, asking if it was dipped in something. It is not something that we know what it is. He won't tell us what it is either. It is a secret recipe, like the KFC recipe. It's the best way for me to explain it. I really don't know what it is. The cost of the thumper jump brake cue is $4.99 US dollars. A little cheaper if you go through us. Message the Q Sports Live page if you would like to order one of those. They'll ship it right to your door. So it doesn't get much better than that. Well, looks like on the right, he's going to try and find a safe behind this 8-ball, roll up to it. Well, he overhit it by quite a bit if that was his intentions. It's a good chance for Milan here to possibly pot this one with lots of right siding and spin into the 311. Try to break that out. I think it needs developed. It may actually go from the proper angle, but I'm not 100% sure. Sean Telbin, welcome. Yes, we did win the A side. And hello. The final of that will be played at approximately 3 p.m. tomorrow. Fantastic shot there from Milan. He can shoot this 1-2 combo, or he can shoot the 7 first, then play the 1-3 combo. Correction, that is a 3 ball, not the 2 ball. We'll see what he chooses here. I think he's going to roll the 7 in, come around. If he gets the right angle, he could shoot the 3. He was playing shape on the combo, and he forgot one key element, was pot the ball. But I'm not so sure that 9 ball goes. The fact that he looked at it fairly quick is telling me it does not. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it. We will be on the Q Sports live stream for that final tomorrow. And we're going to have a couple of finals going on. We have the Women's Masters was won by a Calgary team, Joanne and Bev's team. The Men's Intermediate team was won by a Calgary team as well. So hopefully we'll have at least three finals on these tables. I believe the Intermediate will be played Saturday morning. The other two should be played tomorrow afternoon. So he is going to try to roll this 9 ball in. It didn't go. I think he was playing that with a little bit of two-way intention, but I think this 1-3 combo will go. You have to hit the 1 very thin, though. And Machine is guaranteed third. Who would we rather play? Well, Spencer, I'm not sure who we would rather play because there is no opponent for Machine yet. They'll be waiting a while for an opponent. But obviously, we'd be fine with playing Team Machine as they're from Calgary too, and that guarantees a Calgary team takes it home. Chris McCreary, this is on tables 7 and 8 in the finals dome. Top 4 needs to be Alberta. Yeah, that'd be nice. I know the Edmonton boys are still in too, so see if they can make the grind. I believe we could go top 3 now. I don't know if we could go top 4. Chris, this is not the final. This is a little ways away from the final still. But you can find all the brackets on CompuSport. You can follow along there with your favorite players, or you can search the bracket itself, see how it's progressing. So I think Milan has to play this in the bottom right. That's what he's lining up here. And it's looking like that cue ball is going into the 8. So he may need to get a good rub here. And he did. He did get a good rub.
He got the perfect rub.
But so I bring this up all the time. When you make a good shot, you often get rewarded. And he did. He made a great pot there. And he got some reward.
See, and mine works the opposite of that. My good shots always go punished.
You must have done something wrong in a past life.
I have, yeah, I've somehow made the pool gods angry at me.
They're angry. Table 3-4, what's the score? Corey, we're a little far away to be able to see the score on 3-4, but I was just going to run to the washroom and check the scores on this match, so possibly I can check the scores over there while I'm at it for you, Corey.
Very good. The other option is you can tune in on TV Mike.
That is the other option, yes. Any Edmonton Spruce Grove team still in? Yeah, absolutely. Top Shot's still in. They're on 1-2 right now. Battling back from the seaside.
I'm here. Woke up. I don't think I'm quite there yet.
He made it out of bed.
I'm out of bed.
Let's just put it that way.
I've got a microphone on, doing a little commentating here and there, but this morning was my sleep-in morning.
I don't even think I'm awake yet, and I've been up since 8.
Yes.
And it's now like 2:30.
I think Sean and I yesterday, we played pool down here on table number 8, which is the one on the left. And we played until about 2:30 this morning. And we had a really good time. After that match that we played, we were kind of deflated a little bit as a team. And I tried to kind of get the team motivated and try to keep positive energy going. And it just didn't work out for us. So it was a little bit deflating. We didn't play our best. And when you come to Vegas, that's always the goal, is to try to bring your best all the time. But we fell short. So we played until 2:30 this morning on the table, and we had a blast. We were laughing so hard. I was telling Ben when I first got down here that we were laughing so hard it made us weak in the knees. Like both of us, we could barely stand up. We were laughing so hard. So a well-needed break in the tension.
And Lord Scythe, I can tell you with 100% certainty they did not tie one on, because Grant does not drink, and neither does Sean Bolichowski.
No, very seldom do I ever drink.
And I've never seen Sean drink, so I assume Sean does not drink
does
at
not.
all,
No.
ever.
No, he does not.
So a good little safe played. Somewhat of a two-way shot on that left-hand table. So we have a captain's crew reaching for the jump cue.
It definitely will help us tomorrow, and we were kind of talking about that afterwards. And it was actually John Paypompe came down, played a little Scotch doubles with us, and kind of gave us a few tips on what Barry's team does to kind of keep themselves happy and just jovial, and you guys are always ribbing each other.
That's like what's on the thumper tip. Like that's information we don't give away for free. What's Johnny doing? Just kidding, guys. Obviously, we're just cheering for Calgary players, so whatever we can do to help get them through. I mean, Johnny's a master at team play.
Well, and he was saying that, when the tensions are high and people are kind of stiffening up a little bit, crack a joke, have some fun.
Yeah, we make fun of
Release
each other all the
tension.
time.
Yeah, and I think that's a good thing. Now, I'll say that the team that we're playing on, myself and Sean and Daryl and Chris and Phil, is kind of just a thrown together last minute team. I hadn't actually planned on playing teams in this event, but one of their fifth player got stopped at the board, couldn't make it across, so I decided, okay, well, I can't see a Calgary team not compete, so I jumped in the ring, and it's...
You guys have been playing great.
We really were, up until there was one kind of turning point, and I think we just ran out of gas, we ran out of steam.
That was the first.
We played stiff.
That was the first thing I said to Steph today. I said, well, it was a long night. It was a really long day yesterday, and that was a late match. That's not easy to do.
Yeah.
Not to mention,
well, and
it was the 7th day of the tournament yesterday, so
it was
a long grind.
It is. Well, and then we covered the ACS prior to this, so it's been a really long grind here in Vegas, and I think the team yesterday just got tired, got tight, and just couldn't snap out of it. And I think I'm going to do my best to make fun of my entire team tomorrow.
I made fun of John so much yesterday that he missed an 8-ball because he was laughing.
He said that.
And he said he should have stood up and reset, obviously. He knew better, right?
Yes, yeah.
But I told him, get used to it because I'm not going to stop.
Absolutely.
But he got a little lucky, and I gave it to him, and it was really funny. And that made everyone else laugh.
Well, and then you start to play kind of a little bit loose, and you start to have
confident,
fun, right? And that's, I think that's one of the keys to winning. And we did really, really well yesterday. For a team that was thrown together, we were one match away from getting into the hot seat match, and then...
and now you're only one match out of the money.
That's right.
So you're right in the mix still.
Yeah.
And it should be noted that this tournament has been triple-dipped multiple times.
Yes.
in the intermediate nonetheless.
Yeah,
So you guys are still right there in it to win it, right?
absolutely. And we're, like I said, we're going to give it our best. We're not going to go away quietly, I can tell you. That's a nice shot.
That is a really good shot on the left there, but kind of giving up a free swing here.
Yeah.
Might be able to dice this 14 in, rub off the 4, and hope to get some shape. There's not a lot of ways you can hit it controlled, though.
Yeah. Well, if the number of racks on the count is proper, 7 of 25, you'll see Milan in 3 games. I believe he is the anchor.
I will go over and do a score check after this game on the left is done. And I may just run and grab a quick bagel or something to eat, too. I'm
For
getting
sure.
a little hungry.
Welcome to Q Sports Live, Eric, tuning in from the UK.
All the way from London.
Yeah, we've been all over the world with viewers. We've had Ireland, Scotland, Philippines, Australia.
Oh, yeah. All over. Nice to see. If you guys are having some trouble with the Facebook feed, you can always hop on over to our YouTube channel where it seems to be running seamlessly.
Absolutely flawless. And that Facebook issue is not a Q Sports Live issue. It's not a stream issue. We've actually got one of the better connections that we've had for an upload speed, 56 megabytes per second. So typically, if we were having stream issues, it would be on both YouTube and Facebook. But Facebook does have reports out right now that they are having issues with those that do go live, and it seems to be very sporadic, and it is pretty much worldwide.
And I've heard it's a network. It's something with the network.
Yeah.
It's not an update. I thought maybe they were doing updates. It's not an update. I'm starting to think maybe somebody is trying to hack them.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a virus.
I'm kind of thinking the same thing.
Right. Lame, just shoot playing safety. Janet, that didn't even make sense. That wasn't even a proper sentence if you were trying to hate on these guys. You might want to word it better.
Yeah.
If you're going to be a hater.
And then throw a little bit of positivity in there, and
That would be
we'll
great.
get along just fine.
But since you're going to hate on them, I'm going to hate on you.
There you go.
Lame, just shoot playing safety. LOL is not a proper sentence. And that was not a proper sentence either, Janet. I appreciate your effort there of hating. There you go. Set it the way you want it. I mean, if you don't want to watch because they're playing too many safes, that's your prerogative. But these guys are playing for a lot of money and a lot of pride.
Yeah, it's only a worldwide championship. That's all.
They're not just going to get up there and start banging at the balls and hoping that it works out. They're playing very calculated. So we got 54 to 42. And I will go do a quick score check here for you guys. So I'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes. I'll leave you guys with Grant for now.
I am alive, Ricky.
Oh, yeah. So somebody was saying with Google or Chrome, it was messy on here, but with Internet Explorer, it was actually working.
Very good.
Had somebody testing it for us.
Very nice. So Ben was saying it depends on the browser that you're using. So maybe it's really not a Facebook issue. Maybe it's a browser issue. Very interesting.
That's Brent. That was testing.
Yeah, Eric, I'd love that. See if we can set something up with Matchroom and an airline company and organize a world tour. That would be phenomenal.
This guy go. My new best friend. Come on, I got it right. And we're on. They played 7, so we're on game 8 and.
Yeah.
Game
8 and 9. So I like to put in both 8 and 9. Yeah, and that's, it's decent money here that these guys are playing for. I don't begrudge anybody taking their time and playing a proper safety. A good safe shot is just as effective as a really good offensive shot. So I don't begrudge them. This is a team event, so you've got the pressure of the stream that's riding on it. You got the pressure of the team play that's on it, and the money. I don't begrudge anybody for taking their time. It is odd, and I've done the same thing. I mean, we've had comments on here. Oh well, I've been on TV mics and his hasn't had any issues. And then I have a friend of mine that was watching TV mics and he had issues. So it seems so sporadic and can't really put a finger on exactly what is going on with it. Yeah, it does take some real skill to kind of outsmart your opponent, play perhaps a little bit of a chess match. And it looks like Jose is turning in from Brazil. Welcome to it, Jose. I can't quite make out what it is you're trying to say there. And again, you're right, Ricky. It's all about playing the percentages. Oh no! Valley Boys on the right-hand table misses that 8 ball. I believe he has left that 11 on. It'll be tight. It'll be tight if it is on. And they weren't missing those against us last night, I can tell you. They took advantage of every opportunity we gave them, and we gave them a lot. We didn't play very well yesterday. Best play planet. In City, Brazil, sure. I wish I could decipher that, Jose, but maybe it's not on. I'm going to see if I can have a quick look. Oh, it's on. It's on. He's just trying to be cautious of that side pocket. If he tries to draw in there, that side pocket can get real big real quick. And on the left-hand table, Valley Boy's at the table again here. Kind of left himself a little bit awkward. Cut that 12 ball in top left, break out the 5-11, and hopefully stick around for the 9 ball into the top right-hand corner. Yeah, there you go. The Open is 10,000, Intermediate is 6,000, and the Masters is 9,000. So just a little bit of cash. Nice shot, and I really like what he did there. He didn't try to do too much, just more or less kind of take what the table gave you. Hello, Sean Jolly. Welcome back. And Gary Spence, how are you? Thanks for tuning in again. If you are just tuning in, guys, if you are experiencing any issues on Facebook, obviously we haven't nailed down exactly what the source of that is. I can tell you what it is not. It's not Q Sports Live. It's not a CSL issue. It's not an internet issue. It seems to be a Facebook issue. Nice shot. Captain's crew bringing a 10-7. And that will bring out racks 9 and 10. I'm just going to make that a touch smaller so that it fits in there. There we go. No, not the championship match quite yet. This is the B side. Now keep in mind that this is a triple elimination, so you've got A side, B side, and C side. So this is what they would consider the B side semifinal. Facebook is good from North Pole, Alaska. Perfect. And like I say, it is very hit and miss, guys. So if you are experiencing problems with Facebook, feel free to jump over onto the YouTube feed. It has been running very, very, very flawlessly. How much for the thumper in Canada and the lead time? Devin, just send a message to the Q Sports Live page. We obviously get a little bit of a deal with those, being that they are one of our sponsors here. So send a message to the Q Sports Live page, and I will respond back to you. I'll give you all the details on it. No troubles at all, Scott. And for yourself and anybody else that does want to follow along, all of those brackets are available. They're available on CompuSport, so compusport.com. You'll be able to go on, check them out, follow along with your favorite team or your favorite player. You can watch how they progress throughout the tournament. And it is all team play right now. We've finished off all of the singles events. We're now into the teams. And you have men's open, intermediate, and the masters. You also have the same in the ladies. Another 10-7 for captain's crew. And bringing out rack number 11. Yeah, you got it, Gary. It is, sorry, 10-4. It is really kind of a really different way that they run it here, and I'm a big fan of it. It's kind of a relaxed environment. They do have a dress code, but it is a relaxed environment, relaxed dress code. There is no shot clock. You just come in and play your hearts out. And Valley Boys at the table on the left. It is Captain's Crew at the table on the right. Valley Boys Captain's Crew making a bit of a run to keep the match tight. And on the left table, I don't know if the 4 will pass the 13. Ideally, if the 3 passes the 5 up to down to the bottom left-hand table, just kind of connect with that left side rail, keep it close for the 4 to the top right-hand corner, hit and stick for the 5 ball, but he does have to develop the 2. The 2 is sitting in that cluster with the 8-9. I won't say it was designed for amateurs, and it's just a different system. I think it's a more exciting, a more entertaining way that they do it with the scoring, being that each of your balls, be them solids or stripes, is worth 1 point, and the 8 ball being worth 3, you really do get either rewarded or punished for how you play. Right, unlike a basic win-loss system, you don't really get rewarded for running out your opponent. It's just basic. It's a win or a loss. Yeah, I really am a fan of it, Gary. I haven't been down to play Vegas. I thought it was 10 years, but apparently it's only 6. EROs matter, absolutely. Perfect, Evan. I'll get back to you as soon as I shut down the stream. I'll get back to you. I'll kind of give you all the details of it. And guys, if you are just tuning in, you are watching the 39th annual VNEA World Championships. We are broadcasting at a Ballys Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas, Nevada. 2, 4, 6, a 10-1 run out for Captain's Crew. That will bring out rack number 12. And it is the Captain's Crew on the left-hand table. They have now taken the lead. Well, as indicative by the score, Captain's Crew is in the lead. They are winning right now. However, with this point system, it's kind of a double-edged sword because you kind of get comfortable when you're up 20 or 30 points, but that can evaporate really quickly. We see that a lot happen in the Masters division, where teams can be up by 30 or 40 points, and it still evaporate. 10-6 win for Captain's Crew. And that's going to bring out rack number 13. And guys, we do have the new viewer advantage that is ready to go here. I will just get that poster ready for you. And this is what I was referring to. It is the viewer advantage number 8. It is the winner's choice. We've added a few different options. If you were tuned in and got to see viewer advantage 1 to 6. 7 and 8 have both been added. The Jacoby Black Shaft, the T3 jump brake cue, is one of the choices. Third choice is the JB case, plus a cash top-up. Number 4 is the SS360 shaft, plus a cash top-up on that one as well. Or you can choose option number 5, take the money and run, $620 Canadian cash. If you want in to win, qsportslive@gmail.com is how you send it in. Tickets are $20. If you are outside of Canada and you do want in to win, send a message to the Q Sports Live page. I'll get back to you with exactly how you can get in it to win it. And that draw is going to be on Saturday. We will do that draw live as well. And Ricky, absolutely. If you come around from the seaside, it will have to be a triple dip. And I agree with that, Gary. The point system really does encourage a little bit more of an aggressive play. And every ball, when you're playing in that format, every ball matters. It can come right down to the final game, and if you've missed a couple of balls and you're only separated by 3 or 4 points, that can be a difference maker. So for me, it's a more aggressive, more entertaining way of play. And hello, go. It is pretty interesting. Welcome to the live stream, Andrew, tuning in from Yorkshire. James says, I'm winning the pool table. No, not a house cue. I don't even think they have house cues here. Everybody here has their own cues. It's not about overall points. So in this format, there are 25 games scheduled in each match. And as soon as it becomes mathematically impossible for your opponent to catch up, the match would then be declared over. So that can happen in the 21st, it can happen in the 18th, it can happen in the 25th. And as we saw a few nights ago, if you actually tie in the 25th game, you then play the last round over again. No, not specifically. Is it triple dip regardless? Team is not eliminated until I lose 3 times. No, because the C side would have to come around back through the B side. So if then the B side team takes out the winner of the C side, then it would be a double elimination when the B team moves around to take on the A side winner. I will do my best for you, James. No, it's not a Sneaky Pete. It just kind of looks like that, I guess. And some do, yeah. Some people do play with a Sneaky Pete. Are these guys pros? No. So there are 3 different divisions here at VNEA. You've got open, intermediate, and advanced. Open being the lowest, intermediate being the middle, and advanced or masters at the top. So these are the middle groups. Sneaky Pete is very rare now, for sure. Yeah, one of the actual Sneaky Petes are very tough to get your hands on. And I didn't see what happened on the left-hand table. I've been too busy with my nose in the comments. But I can tell you he's... Oh, did he underhit? He was looking really, really good on that right-hand table. Had the run of the table and then just underhit the cue ball. He was on the perfect line. A little bit harder and he would have had the run out. To Valley Boys, thank you very much. Staring at the camera. So that would mean that it is rack number 14 out right now. Do they play Minecraft? Wrong sport, Ghost. At least for this stream. This is what they call pool or billiards. Who is still in the Masters? It is Barry's team. 81 for Valley, okay. Thank you. So it's Barry's team that won the hot seat. And let's have a quick look. All of that information, guys, once again, it is available on CompuSport if you do want to follow along. So Barry's team won the hot seat. And it is the Machine and Mixed Nuts that will play. So who's coming through here? Looks like Hard to Kill. Manning Hughes is still in. Road Apples, Stuck in the Hole are still in. Master QVNEA, Mixed Nuts, the Machine, and Barry's team. So on the left-hand table, a little bit of work to do. Right-hand table's actually looking pretty good. I believe that 11-9 will go. Now, even if that's aimed at the inside of the horn, if you hit more to, I guess, the right side of where you would normally play that combination, because those two balls are frozen, it would throw that 9 ball in regardless. Yes, sorry. Hot shots, top shots are also still in it to win it. So one ball down to the bottom right on the right-hand table. And if he can get this shot and play some nice position, it actually opens up the table really nicely. Doesn't want the rub though. Out of the frying pan into the fire. Yeah, so he tried to cut that 11-9 in. If he'd have just played and hit more to the right side of that line and pushed the 11 through the 9 ball, the 9 would have thrown in. No, I didn't forget about Edmonton. I actually didn't see them. I looked up on the draw sheet and just didn't see them. And Jesus, my man, that will be my first and last warning for you.
Yeah, just give me a shout.
We do have a troll. His name is Jesus Velasquez, and that is your first, last, and only warning, sir. Yeah, Seaside is an absolute mess with all the buys, so really tough to kind of figure that out. He is on YouTube, so I will report Jesus, and eventually he'll be gone. If you would like him to be gone off your own comments, you can just block him as well. So he has now been reported, guys, and I'm going to block him off of my comments. You are more than welcome to do the same. Andrew, nope. These are VNEA rules, so not the world standardized. They are fairly similar, but a few differences. I always try to give people a warning. I can't because the tablets that we're using to view are personal tablets. So Ryan would have to be the one to boot him. And again, because of those comments, I missed what happened on the right-hand table again. Yeah, absolutely. You can block their comments so that you don't have to see. And if everybody does that, they'll just be sitting there talking to themselves. 8 is neutral in VNA rules. Off the break, you are allowed to use the 8 ball. 10-7 Valley on the right. Thank you very much. $91.91. We are on rack number 15. You can just do a Google search for VNEA. It is the Valley National 8-Ball Association. They will be able to put you in touch with any of your local charters. You can find out all the information there. They have all the rules, where all the charters are located, all of those kinds of things. Danny Olson's still in. Yes, his team is still in, I believe. He was in here late last night practicing his rack and break. Yeah, sounds good. James, that would be appreciated. Depends on which division you're talking about, Danny. So for the regular Open 8-Ball teams, there are 342 teams. Regular division in women's 8-Ball is 94. In the intermediate, there are 28 teams. In the intermediate ladies, there are 16 teams. And the Masters, there are 19 teams for the men and 8 teams for the ladies. You know what, Andrew? I'm not sure if they do have it in Oklahoma. That would be something you could do a search for on the VNEA website. Thanks, Patrick. Yeah, there's a lot of teams. This is the 39th annual VNEA World Championships, and it literally is players from all over the world. Yeah, Frank, until the league rules, so I'm assuming you're talking about the ball in hand rule. I've had this debate a few different times with those that enjoy bar rules, and nothing wrong with enjoying bar rules. The only difference is with league play and league rules, there is a lot more strategy that comes into play, because in every shot, you must make contact with your own ball, and something else must hit a rail. So you can't just kind of freeze up behind something without hitting a ball. So there is a little bit more strategy involved in league rules. And Valley Boys with a 10-2 win. And I love to see stuff like that. People having fun with it. So Milan at the table on the right, playing for Valley Boys. Yeah, I'm not. I was the same way actually. I can't lie. I'm going back a long time. I've been playing league rules since I was 18, I think, and obviously started playing in the bar before that. And I did have the same opinion prior to starting the league, that I thought, oh, well, ball in hand, you can put it anywhere on the table. That makes it easy. But once you start incorporating all the other rules, it does make it a little more challenging and a little bit more of a chess match. With that being said, we do have a guest commentator joining me again.
Who?
Some big Viking-looking fella.
What's his name?
It might be Sean.
Oh,
Sean Balakowski.
that's me.
It might be.
Hey, Grant, how are you?
I'm very well, Sean. How are you?
Beat up. So I was playing pool with some meatball last night till 3 in the morning.
Yeah, that meatball might have been me.
Oh, was that you?
Yeah.
But we had fun.
It was a blast, and we actually laughed way too hard about some ridiculous things, but it was really good. It was a good time. Sean has the last name for commentating, absolutely. And you know what? I'll say this: I have a face for radio. So does Sean. We're built for this. And all bars, of course, do have their own rules. And Sean is having some flashbacks to last night, and just laughing. Yeah, lack of sleep for sure. You're good. All right. I'll allow you to put the mic back on, and then I can turn your volume back on.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
And these are the guys that knocked us out yesterday, right? Valley Boys.
Yes, they were the ones, and I missed again. I keep looking into these comments here and missing what the scores are.
I didn't catch it either.
It's because you distracted me with all that laughing.
Oh, I couldn't stop again. We were like little girls last night.
Oh, it was making me weak.
It did make me weak. My jaw was sore for an hour after.
Absolutely.
Grant and I was the only one in the room.
Oh yeah.
And the security
we were
guard.
the only fools here.
And the security guard.
Yeah.
Ben's here. I can get out of here now. You can
Sent
sit
Ryan the instructions. Perfect. Thanks, James. I'm just going to send Ben around to do a quick score check. Where is this tournament going on? Well, if you are just tuning in, this is the 39th annual VNEA World Championships. We are broadcasting live out of the Ballys Hotel and Casino in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada.
Do you think we get the loser of these guys?
No, I don't think so. I don't know where we sit here. Maybe I can try and have a look here. open. I know we're down on this here see you later side somewhere.
Right here, I think.
Sharknado.
Oh, we already got a team.
Yeah, 702 Inc. They are from Nevada. They're a local team.
Do you know any of them? Or?
No idea.
Yeah. We're sitting sixth,
We're
seventh.
sitting in 7th. There is no 6th.
Okay.
No 6th, 7th spot.
No.
You either win 7th or you move on to 6th.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's not 7, 8th because it's ABC.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I missed one on the right. Wow. I have one job to do, guys.
Send Eric over there. He's behind you. Ben went the other way.
Yeah, Ben's going to do the long walk around.
Okay.
So I believe we're going to be in the 17th, 18th game. 10-7 captains, okay? 103 there, 108. Very, very tight match. But I'm sure I missed one more. I missed the other one on the left-hand table as well. So I'm going to be behind by 10 points for somebody. But either way, it's a close one. It's a tight match.
And what do you call it? A barn burner?
A barn burner. Absolutely. It's a ring-a-ding-dong dandy.
Sounds like Ed Whalen from Stampede Wrestling days.
Yeah. That's exactly where that comes from.
And in the meantime, in between time.
In the meantime and in between time. I use that one too.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I might have watched Stampede Wrestling once or twice in my life.
I used to go there every Friday night to the Pavilion
Yeah.
in Calgary, Alberta.
Yeah.
It's warm in here today, isn't it?
It is a little warm in here. Oh, I was close. I was close. It is 109-103 Valley Boys over the captain's crew.
So you didn't miss a game.
I didn't miss a game. I thought I might have. I won't say it's like straight pool, Andrew. It is 8-ball.
Is that your viewers up here?
Yeah, that's on Messed Up Facebook, and that's on YouTube.
210 on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. My writing's so small I can't read it.
Yes. Yeah, warm in the desert? No, say it isn't so.
It's cold outside. Well, not cold, but...
Cold? It's not cold
No,
outside.
it's not, but it's cloudy and it looks like it might rain. It's not as warm as Vegas should be.
Really?
Yeah, we
It
just
was
came from breakfast.
it was nice this morning when I went out to check the weather.
Yeah, me and the Beavises and Daryl all went for breakfast at Ellis Island, and it was starting to cloud over.
Ah, very good.
And it might have cleared up by now, but
Yeah. So, Valley Boys at the table on the left, and pretty much full control of that table. Everything looks good there. The 1-6 is the only issue on that table he's going to have to develop there. Yeah, absolutely. John Schmidt broke Willie Mosconi's record.
oh really?
He did. 626 was the official count. So not only did he beat it, he smashed the living hell out of it. And
Pretty
congratulations, absolutely. That is a very, very difficult feat to accomplish for sure.
Yep.
Very well done on that left-hand table. Looking good for the Valley Boys.
These guys shoot well, eh?
They,
Oh,
oh
you
my
commentators
God,
curse.
Commentators cursed them.
Good job. Where was that yesterday, Grant, for our team?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, they haven't been quite playing the same as what they did last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Because they're running out everything.
last night they absolutely.
And
They
getting
were,
some nice rubs, and
yeah, it's
Changed
not
them.
quite the same this morning.
it changes the momentum of the game.
It really does, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, you know, we can't say it was all them.
No.
We kicked our own butts.
Yes.
We did not play up to our potential.
No, that's right. But we were down, I think, 60 at one time. Pretty close to 60. I
Yeah,
believe.
we were actually more than that. We were 71 down
Oh, that's
at
right,
one
we were,
point.
yep.
Yeah.
With
But
what?
we did make a little bit of an attempted comeback there.
I think we lost by 30 or something.
Yeah, 30 at the end.
I do believe somewhere in there.
43.
43?
Sorry. Yeah, it was 43 with 4 games. So we certainly did make a little bit of a comeback.
Yep, we did. We tried, but they shot well.
Yep. Well, and we didn't, and they did what they were supposed to do. And
That's their
when
job.
when and it's typical. This is something I was going to say earlier. We kind of sat around. What time did we finish?
3:30,
3:30. Yeah, 3:34 in the afternoon, and we didn't play until 9:30.
Yep.
And they played kind of the whole way through. So
We
we came in cold. They came in hot. They took advantage at the start, which is what they're supposed to do. And add into that, I think they got a few
Lucky rubs.
and so on and so forth.
And-
We did not.
And the other thing that didn't help us, we never played on these tables yet.
Yes.
These tables are totally different than the ones
They
in
are.
the other rooms.
Yeah.
For
yeah.
me,
and
anyways.
I don't want to sound like we're making excuses at all for ourselves. We're man enough to say we did not shoot
Well.
to our potential at all.
That's right. And our 9 o'clock tomorrow match is going to be different.
Yeah. So that being said, it is looking good for the captain's crew there on the left-hand table. It is 13 ball, top left-hand corner, or he can go the other way. Go the 9 ball into the bottom right. A little bit of draw off that right-hand side rail for the 13 to the top left. Just scooch underneath for the 8 ball in either bottom left or bottom right.
Okay, we're looking at two different tables. Because he's shooting a 13 too. I couldn't figure out what you were talking about.
That table.
Table left. Oh,
Table left. I know, Brett. I'm sorry. My curse really hasn't been strong this weekend, but every now and again it pokes its head out.
but the players are very strong.
Yes. And we're certainly gonna give it our effort there, James. We're not gonna go down without a fight.
That's right. I'm changing my flight and everything, so I'm staying.
Are you really?
Yeah. I'm here for the long haul.
Well, then we may as well come around through the seaside.
That's right.
We may as well make it exciting.
That's right. I want to go and get another room for another night and get my plane fare.
Absolutely.
And I want to tell the boys that they can load the race car and everything themselves. And I can go racing on Saturday afternoon or Sunday.
Yeah, it depends. There is a certain level of control that you can use the cut brake or the second ball brake and still somewhat maintain control of that cue ball. Yes, James, I know you say there is no such thing. You tell me that every time. Holy, he slammed that 13 into the pocket.
And does he have a shot at it?
I do believe so. I think he's out enough. Uh-oh. Captain's crew with the miss on the right-hand table, but leaves it good. He gets a little bit of a jelly roll.
That's a nice way of putting it, eh?
Yeah, the banquet is supposed to be
10-5
amazing.
win.
10-4 win.
Oh, there's a 6 in the corner. I'm blind. Yeah. 10-4.
We are tie ball game right now.
And halfway,
Wow.
halfway through. Over
More
half.
than half, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe this is 18-19. Yeah, we're gonna give it a try there, James. We're certainly not gonna go down without a fight. Yeah, 7-footer. Watch Corey Duel break 8 ball in Wyoming. Absolutely. Yeah, these were. This was the team that beat us out last night. Was the Valley Boys. They played extremely well last night.
Yeah, what's his name? Ran a lot of, I think 3 out of 5 racks.
Yeah, Milan,
Yeah.
with including a double bank finish on one of those.
Yeah.
I think that was against Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the guy with the longer
Yeah.
curly hair, right?
Yeah, playing in the cowboy boots.
Yeah. He shoots very, very well.
He is their top player for sure.
His Fargo rating must be 700 plus.
I don't know, but this was the team that won the Open last year.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. And believe me, in order to get through the number of teams, I can't remember how many I said.
29, I think, or 8.
Oh, there's more than that in the Open.
Oh, in the Open.
Yeah.
342.
342 teams. That is a very, very, very tough thing to do,
Yes.
to go through that many matches and come out the winner.
All you do is play pool, play pool.
What is his Fargo rating? Mano Matafa.
Hello, PJ.
And guys, if you are just tuning in, my name is Grant. Sitting beside me is special guest commentator Sean the Viking Velikowski.
And I do not have the commentator's curse like Grant does.
No. Then I hate to tell you, but there are a few guys above his 699 that are in the room. So he does not have the highest Fargo rating here.
Is that
No. You've got Danny Olson, you've got Alex Ollinger, Stephen Halem, Ben Francis, and Joe Spence, and
Vargas?
Eric Vargas, all over those.
Yeah. And there's probably a few that you missed.
But there's definitely a few I missed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's Stephen that perhaps has the highest.
No, I heard Olson.
Danny Olson?
That's what I heard.
He
Yeah.
may, yeah. But the Fargo rating is not applicable here
Right.
at the VNEA.
That's why I lost my first match to on the hill. With Danny Olson. Did the machine play today?
I thought Milan was the best on their team. He is certainly,
Yes.
from what I see and what I've been told by others, is he is the best on their team. There may be somebody with a higher Fargo rating, but again, Fargo rating is perhaps not as accurate, but certainly he's top on the team. And yes, Gary, those are all master players. Well, good evening, Mr. Cahan. How are you? Thank you very much for tuning in. And guys, if you are just tuning in, help us out. Hit that share button. If you are tuning in on the YouTube feed, you can share that feed on. Excuse me. You can share that feed onto your personal Facebook page. You never know who amongst your friends is a closet pool junkie. Wouldn't mind being entertained by Q Sports Live.
And with Grant's humor and my humor.
Yeah. Some of which we can't
Discuss.
say on the stream.
We just laughed a lot.
We did. It was an uncontrollable.
Girly laugh.
Yeah. You guys would have thought we were half nuts
We were.
if you were in the room last night.
We're still laughing about it.
Yeah, we sure are. Yeah. So on the left-hand table, Valley Boys looking good here. 4-ball left-hand side pocket touch draw for 4-ball into that top right. I'll played it forward instead. So he's going to have to hit this good. He'll have to put some left-hand spin on this 4-ball off the top rail back out for the 8 into the same pocket. Very nice shot. And that is a 10-0 for the Valley Boys. 123. That is bringing out rack number 20. Absolutely some big names this week. Not only that, tomorrow is kind of getting into the finals of the teams. So it should be some really, really good pool.
Do you think they'll all be played in here?
Sorry?
Do you think they'll be played in here?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh. That's better.
Oh, okay.
I think once your Fargo score is above 700, you shouldn't be able to play in team events, especially on a bar table. I will disagree with that. I'll give you the counter to that. I think that all leagues should bring the pros back in. That for the reason simply is this. If you bring the pros back into the leagues, I don't care how much the league fees are. I don't care where I have to go play. I'm going to pay whatever it is in order to go play them and learn from them. Yes, I might get beat. It is no different than entering a tournament that has pros in it. Don't care where it is. Don't care what the cost is. If I'm around, I will pay the money to go and play. Don't care who I get beat by. I'm not there to win the tournament. I'm there to learn. And I think the leagues could greatly benefit from having those guys. But again, that's only my opinion. It's worth exactly what you paid for it.
And there's good points and bad points about it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, scratch on table on the left table.
On the break with the scratch. You always lose to the guy who's been playing since the 80s, of course. So here's for kind of the new incoming players or the guys that maybe are at the open level, even into the intermediate. A lot of people, when they come up against the old timer, are going to think that they've got him because he's an old timer. And 9 out of 10 times, that's wrong. Understand that guy or that girl has been playing pool for a very, very, very
There's
long
a lot of knowledge
time.
up in that head.
Absolutely, and he or she may not be able to execute the same way. But outthinking your opponent, this is where you suck up all the information that you can from those type of players.
Yep. Billy's up to bat on the left table.
I agree, Gary, with doing the breaking out of the different levels of skill, which is what you see here at the VNEA. You've got it broken out into open, intermediate, and advanced. That is the format I like. I do not like playing in not only a tournament, but league play. Great shot on the right-hand table. I do not like playing tournaments where I have to spot players. I do not like a handicapped system. 10-6. And there is a reason for that. I've been playing since I was 18 years old. I have put in a lot of time, put in a lot of effort, put in a lot of money to get to the level that I'm at, and I'm not even at the top level.
Right.
And now the new player coming in that just bought their queue yesterday and decided to play now gets an equal opportunity at the same cash. And that I don't agree with. Nickel. What's the difference between masters and intermediate? How do you, I'm assuming you meant to say, how do you know which you should play? You get involved with league play through a local charter. If the VNEA is in your area, you would go play league every week. Chances are you're going to start at the bottom. You'd start in the open, unless they know your skill level. Certainly known ability will apply. And you start at the bottom and you work your way up to the top. But that's exactly how you learn, Dane. You learn by watching other good players play and by being involved in that moment, understanding what the stress is about. You can go to any instructor. You can practice all you want at home or on your home table or in a bar, but you can never put yourself into a pressure situation to test your skills unless you're playing higher caliber players.
And that makes
That's
a big
where
difference.
you learn. It's a massive
Yep.
difference. Right? I can shoot lights out at my table
Yep.
at home, but unless I've put myself into those pressure situations, it's not going to mean a hill of beans.
That's right.
It's not going to do anything for you.
Unless you can deal with pressure good.
Yeah. My cup of tea, goodbye. You don't even get a warning. You're just out of here. You are going to be reported. And I will block you. I encourage everybody else on the stream to do the same. If I had my my tablet here, you would be absolutely gone. You are offensive, and you need to go away.
It's all positive feed. No negative.
My cup of tea, you're just one of those trolls that need to absolutely find somewhere else to be. Tony, enjoying Vegas very, very well. I'm just about at the end of the long run here, so looking forward to heading home, though.
Do you get any sleep while you're here?
Some,
In the corner somewhere?
yeah. Maybe under a table somewhere. Yeah, I mean, Nickel, you can certainly start at the top if you want. Most players will start at the bottom. They'll start at the open and progress through there. Now, depending on your charter and which league operator you run under, there can be several different divisions. So I'll give you an example of the one that we have in Calgary, the Southern Music Limited Pool League. They've got 3 levels of the B division. So you've got B1, B2, B3. B3 being the lowest. You work your way up through the 3 different levels of the B division. You then progress into the A division, which also has 3 different levels, A1, A2, A3. Then from there, you move up to the Masters, and then they have one step above there, which is the Elite division.
Right.
So depending on kind of where you see your skill level, you can kind of pick which one you want, whether you want to start at the top and work your way down or work your way from the bottom up.
Yep.
But then depending on how you perform throughout the year, they will dictate as to where you get slotted in.
Pool is very addictive, I think.
It is very addictive.
For me, anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. Beating better players definitely also gets addicting for sure. Who is flying back? Who's driving? We're all driving back. Well, it depends on the type of comment, guys. I mean, that guy was obviously rude as it gets, and I have zero tolerance, zero patience for that kind of stuff. So he can take a leap, whoever that was. You are reported, and you have been blocked from my view. I encourage everybody else to do the same. That way he can just sit there and banter to himself or herself, whoever it may be. Maxim, it is Sean Belikowski, a.k.a. the Viking.
From Drumheller, Alberta.
Drumheller, absolutely.
Dinosaur country.
Surprised I don't have a blue moderator hammer. I need one. Absolutely, Gary. Phenomenal experience if you could have made it down for that U.S. Open event, for sure.
Where does Q Sports Live go to after this?
We are more than likely heading down to Sacramento, California. We get a 10-day break between the time I get home. So I get home on June 4th. We have a 10-day break, and then we're off to
California.
Sacramento, California.
Sunny Southern California.
And you're more than welcome, Shirley.
10-7 loss.
For Valley Boys?
They lost.
Valley Boys lost?
Yeah.
10-7?
Yeah.
That would make them 140.
129.
29. And if I haven't missed a game, it would be rack number 21 coming out.
Yeah, looks like this guy should be out too on the right table. It's going to be coming down to the last game by the looks of it.
Mm-hmm. It is a very, very tight match. Yes, but I have 6 channels. Sorry if you can't handle the truth, but I'll leave you guys alone. Rose Petal or whoever else you're going to come in as. I can report every one of your 6 channels. I have no problems doing that. There you go. I will do it that way. So you've now been reported on that channel. So I don't mind. I can report all 6 of your channels, so I invite you to come back again under another one so I can report that one too. That'd be great.
Not worth the headaches.
No.
Just, yep, stay away. It's easier.
It is. Absolutely, Todd. Will be hard times in Sacramento. And then, of course, I missed the score on the right-hand table. Yeah, absolutely, John. That's it's one of the unique differences you'll find with Q Sports Live. I don't tolerate a lot of the trolls that like to come in and be negative. I have no room for that. Neither does Ben, neither does Ryan. Generally, we act on those pretty quickly. We generally will give warnings. We'll give you one warning. After that, if you keep it up following that, then you get banned real quick or reported. But it's one of the unique features, I guess, of Q Sports Live. We enjoy being interactive, and without you guys being interactive back, it wouldn't be as fun. And we certainly try to be informative, especially on pattern play, how to hit the shot, what potential spin or juice that they're putting on a cue ball, whether it's going to be draw, tops, be it a touch draw or a stun follow or one of the other 100 shots that are out there. But we do have fun with it. And Chris Allen King, what score do they have to go to? It's not about the score they have to go to. Each match has 25 games scheduled. For each one of the balls you make in your grouping, be them solids or stripe, you get 1 point. The 8-ball worth 3. So a win is a maximum score of 10. So out of those 25 games, once it becomes mathematically impossible for your opponent to catch you, the match is then declared over. Yeah, absolutely. The VNEA franchise, if you are wanting to do that, that would be one way to get it done in Washington. And you can get a hold of the VNEA on their website. Valley Boys making quick work of that rack. So that is a 10-1 win. So it's got to be getting close to being pretty much a done deal. Game I missed was 10-3 Captain's Crew. Perfect. Thank you very much. So 140 to 153. It is a very, very tight match. 7 points separating them with 3 games to go, if my game score counter is correct. It might be 22-23. I actually think it is because I missed that other game, so I think we're 22-23. And who was my man here? Dane. I'm going to kind of get back on with you. I've kind of tried both sides of that coin, where I've tried to take lessons, practice on my home table, so on and so forth. But the experience you get, and it's not just about getting your brains kicked in by pros. Those are the guys I want to learn from. Those are the experiences that I want to have so that when I do get there, I've already got that experience. And that you can't put a price on. If that costs me a $250 entry, $100 entry, $150 entry, whatever it is, I'm okay with that. I'm not going there with the expectation of winning. I'm going there with the expectation of learning. And I'm going to absolutely pick every bit of information I can out of their brains. You're never going to get better playing the same caliber. You have to push yourself. 155. I'm off by 2 balls. So 155, 140. 15. How many games left?
I
Okay.
just looked at the score.
Okay. So it is. I'm thinking I've got it right here.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Am I a sponge? I definitely try to be. You bet. Well, and it's one of the good things that you can get from the stream as well. There's always going to be things that you're going to learn, whether that's from us streaming the Masters play or even the beginners. Sometimes it's going to be about what you should do and watching pattern plays, and sometimes it's going to be about what you shouldn't do and what to watch out for. Some potential different ways of looking at shots and so on and so forth. So the stream is really good for that. I had one piece of advice that I thought was brilliant because not everybody does get to play on the stream. But if you really want to learn how you approach this game, take your phone out when you're practicing, and whether that's at the pool hall or at your home table or what have you, take your phone out and record yourself. And you'll see exactly how you approach the ball, how you approach the table, what your stroke is like. You'll see absolutely everything about your game. And it was a really brilliant and genius little piece of advice.
Yes, I agree. That guy just made a great shot on the
He
right
did,
table.
yeah.
And
The
got
off the
unfortunate-
rail, off the 5.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think that 8 ball is sitting really
It's-
deep
Yes, and it's
into
tough.
that pocket. That's going to be a very, very tough hit. He's going to have to hit this with a ton of left hand.
I think he might have to massé it a bit.
Yeah, that could definitely be. He's going to have to, as close to the 4 as what you can get without making contact,
That's right.
off that right side rail with an absolute ton of left hand. And you want to hit this with just over a kind of that light stroke. You want to make sure obviously the ball gets there. But the slower you can hit this with left hand, the more spin you're going to get off that rail.
It's a tough shot. I'm looking down it, and the cue ball is more on the left side of the 4, and he can't go off on the left side of the 4 unless he does a massé a bit.
Yeah.
Either way, I think he has to do a massé.
Billiards Pro, Sean just went and had a look at the score. 155, 140 is correct.
And this is a big win for these guys if he does this.
Absolutely. It is a very, very tight window between that 3 and 4. Efren Z-Bank, absolutely, could come up with that.
He's putting a lot of left on it.
Yeah, he's going to load up. And let's see how you got to just have
Oh, that's a tough shot.
yeah, you've got to have the absolute perfect stroke because that cue ball
He's going the other way. He's going the other way.
Is he going right?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, hit the 4 ball.
Yep. He went the other way.
Yeah, absolutely, Gary. Good advice. I actually do that with jump shots as well. In the ACS on one of the matches there, I had one absolutely amazing jump shot, jump full table off the rail for the back cut on the ball, and then a kick in on the 8. And when I was jumping full table, it's exactly what my thought was. If I actually try to jump and hit that ball, chances are I'm going to jump the cue ball off the table because I'm going to make contact with that initial hit and it's going to jump and pop off that ball and off the table. So I actually picked a spot about 2.5 feet prior to. And that's where I aimed my jump shot, and it was in the heart. It was a perfect shot. The kick shot was probably a little bit tougher, but at the end of the day, I got the out. Valley boys on the right-hand table, shooting the 6 ball. He's going to have to play this one good. He can either go forward with a lot of right-hand spin, go 3 rails behind for the 3.
That's what he's trying. And
Yeah, he's got to put a little more left-hand spin, but does he get the rub? He does.
He got the rub.
He got the jelly roll. Oh no, but does he get it safe? Nope. That's going to leave it in there. That should be a 10-6 win for the captain's crew. He does get the junior jelly roll there.
$11 with probably 3 games left.
Yes, that is going to bring out rack number 24.
And captain's crew's breaking.
So now 11 points. Great shot. Nice little follow through.
Oh, that was a great shot.
Yeah, a little bit of a time saver. Extra 5 points was massive for sure. 9 points separate them. I believe there is only one more game after this. So the availability of 30 points, 9 points separating them. It is a tight, tight match. Still anybody's ball game at this point.
It is so, yep. Yep, the pressure's on captain's crew, though.
Absolutely. Sorry, hold on. There is your updated score. Mr. Francis just walked over and had a look. And am I right? There's one more game after this? Yeah. Good.
Oh, he missed it.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a big miss.
That could be a very, very big miss. A very, very big miss. And absolutely, John, you are correct. Really nicely controlled there. 4 ball bottom right hand corner, 3 ball top right.
It's over.
1 ball bottom left, 8 ball into the top left. We'll see how he controls it. He's got to control his nerves here.
Yep, that's right.
9 balls. So if he does get out on the left-hand table here, 2, 4, 10, 5. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Jump shot.
He completely rushed that.
He did
Really awkward, same as the last time. Really, really awkward stance.
Yep.
Awkward position.
He had a big hole to play for, too.
Yeah, absolutely. There's 4 foot of hole between that 9 and 12.
Yep, that's adrenaline.
Oh yeah. Well, we've
Been there.
certainly all been there, done
That's
that. Put the adrenaline stroke on it.
Think he'll make it?
That's tight. He's only got about maybe a quarter of the 8 to get over.
I say he does. He looks confident. Oh, changing his grip on the top.
He went to the dart method.
Yep.
Well, he hits it. Doesn't make it, but he hit
Yeah,
it.
he made it. No, not on the side either. I thought he made it.
Very, very tight match here. That could also cost Valley Boys.
That's right, yeah.
A 10-6 win, if Captain's Crew can get out here, brings them within 5 points.
It could be exciting.
It'll be good. But again, these are the spots, and this is exactly what I was saying to Dane there. You have to be able to prepare mentally and emotionally, physically for these type of moments.
That's right. Your brain's going a million miles a minute.
Absolutely. Well, and you got the pressure of what does my team think I should do? What shot should I take?
Yeah, am I shooting
Oh
too
my
hard,
God,
too light?
I'm on the live stream. How many people are watching? What are they saying?
Yep.
Right?
Pressure's on.
There's a ton of pressure that gets applied.
Yep.
Not only the pressure from yourself, but all of your teammates the whole way around.
Oh, he just shot too hard too.
He did. He's going to be married pretty close to that 9-ball.
Yep. Yeah. I've been there, done the same thing.
Oh, many times.
Yeah, I think let's come off the rail, come up in nice, and have a cut in the corner. Oh my
Yeah.
God, where's it going?
And then, well, I've chicken wing balls like that too.
Yeah, I seen you do that yesterday.
Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah. I done it twice, yes, 3 times probably.
Pressure cooker moments. Indeed, James, you know it.
And if you can keep your nerves, that makes you a better pool player.
Well, and that's kind of what separates, right? Is having the experience of being in these type of pressure situations.
And the only way you get to learn this pressure is by being here.
That's it. Pay the money.
That's right.
And whether that's in this event, whether that's a pro event, in league, whatever, league finals.
He just made a mistake on the left table, didn't get enough bottoming.
He did. How deep is he? Oh, yeah, he's very deep.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He's in trouble.
He is in trouble, and there's really not the option to play safe. You can try to play that cue ball behind the 11 ball, but your opponent just showed you the shot before that he knows how to jump.
I think if you left it at this bottom left corner,
Yes, the bottom left corner is definitely an option.
and he goes for the cut, then he'll be thinking of the scratch. But he's thinking of win, so he's going for it.
Yeah, and I like his idea.
Yeah, so do I.
Just continue to shoot,
Yep. He can
make the balls, just like that. I can't see where the cue ball's going, though.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh, my God, it's still moving.
Yes.
Yeah, I like what he did there.
Yeah, you got to go for it.
Yeah, there's no real safe option there.
No, and you got to,
You got to pot this 11 in the side.
and the cue ball can pretty well be anywhere. You got 6 pockets
That's
to
it.
play in.
That's it. So all of your energy, emotion, concentration, everything is going into just make the 11.
Yep. Got the 11 in the right side. And come off the rail.
Mm-hmm.
And if you miss, you might be able to get the hook. And if you get it, you got the 8 in the side.
Absolutely. James, the scoring is done by 1 point per object ball of whichever suit you are, be it solids or stripes. So 1 point for each ball there, and then 3 for the 8 ball. So the winning player gets a maximum of 10 points. 7 for each ball, 3 for the 8. So this win here is going to be a 10-6 because your opponent will get a point per ball that they have made as well. 10-6 win for the Captain's Crew.
5 points.
Within 5.
With 1.5 games
with
left.
1.5 games. This is anybody's match. And if Milan comes up to the table here,
So if we would have won yesterday, we would be playing this match.
absolutely
That's
we
what
would
I
be.
thought.
Yeah. I agree.
I was going to get the 12 ball in the corner. Oh, off the rail. There's a gap in between there. Good shot. Big shot.
is in tough here.
I got to stand up and watch as he's blocking my view. I think he's going down too far. I don't think he'll get the hit. Yeah.
Gets the hit and sticks it.
Oh.
Gets the hit and absolutely marries it to the back of that one ball.
Yep.
So we are correct in the game score. It is game 24 and 25 happening on the left-hand table. And very, very close. 5 points separating these two teams. 2 games to go. Anybody's ball game.
You know, I get a rush out of playing the game, being in their position, but I still get a rush even watching it.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely. Everybody enjoys watching good pool. And when it comes down to it, it's more entertaining if it goes hill-hill and maybe even the 5th round over again,
Yep.
right?
It
Those
makes it
are
very
always
interesting,
exciting matches, yeah.
especially coming from a pool player, because I've
Wow,
been there.
God, all the time.
And
we've
your
been
heart's
there,
just
eh?
racing.
Yeah,
And
I
your
love
mind's
it.
going, yep.
That is the addiction of pool.
The adrenaline rush. It's
Yeah.
better than drugs.
Yeah. So I think what you're going to see him do is just skin the one ball, put some left-hand spin on the cue ball, connect with the top left-hand side rail, and try to use the 5-7-4-1.
He's got a shot at the
He
9.
overhit it. He would have had that absolutely perfect.
But I don't think
He absolutely adrenaline stroked that.
yeah, way too hard.
Yeah.
He thought, I'll just shoot it, get it over there, and that'd be okay.
Yeah, and he would have been.
Yep. Anywhere on the right side of the table
Yes.
makes it tough.
Yeah.
I think the 9 might even go by the 12.
Maybe. If not, it's a simple 9-12 combo, but you have to watch the weight of the shot.
Right.
You got to control the cue ball, the 9 ball, and the 12 ball.
And but there's angle on it.
James, yes, it does take kind of that different player to be able to play in that 25th game.
Oh, and he scratched on the
handle,
left table.
Handle that pressure. Yeah, Milan with the crushing break. Unfortunately, the cue ball goes down that
He's got
long,
it. 9 ball goes.
long dark tunnel to the ball return.
9 ball goes.
9 ball does go. He's going to lose the cue ball a little bit, though.
Well, at least got a shot at it still.
Yeah, absolutely.
Better than no shot at all.
Yeah, you are correct.
And do you think he brought the cue ball down to the bottom left corner off 3 rails so he could get back in there?
I don't even think you need to hit it that hard. I think if you put
Check.
left-hand spin on the cue ball, check the rail on the bottom side, missing the 2.
He did what I said.
He is. Brave shot. And got an absolute jelly roll.
Yes.
Without that contact on the 1, he was in Hurtville.
Yep.
Which is why I probably would have just smooth stroked that.
There's quite a bit of angle to it, though.
And there was, yeah. And whether that option is available or not,
Yeah.
I can only kind of guesstimate from where we sit.
Because I looked over the monitor and there's quite a bit of angle. That's why I was saying he would have come down by the bottom left. Don't scratch and you'll be okay. Big win, 10-1 win.
Interesting philosophy. Do you put your best player in the 25th? He may never get to play. I do not. If I'm putting in... What happened there?
10-1 win for Captain's Crew.
Captain's Crew
So
gets a
they're ahead.
10-1, 170, 166. Wow. So, Gary, do you put your best player in the 25th? Not when I'm a captain. I will put my best player first. Therefore, I guarantee, or hopefully guarantee, that my best player will get all of their games in. The guy that I want at the bottom in that 25th game is a player that, yes, can
Handle pressure.
but he can run racks, but he also knows how to play the safety game.
That's right.
And grind out. So
No
I want my grinder in the 25th.
Yeah, don't want your stupid player there, like
No.
myself.
Yeah. Stupid player come too. No stupid players. Don't. Sean was referring to himself, and I was referring back to Sean. So,
Yeah.
But yes, that's kind of my philosophy on it. Maybe there's other philosophies out there.
And whatever works for you.
Yes. One screen, absolutely. We can do that. There we go. One screen it is.
Does Al Greenlee ever watch this?
It's funny you say that. Al Greenlee took a little bit of a hiatus from pool. And I ran into Al Greenlee maybe a week before we left for Vegas.
Yeah.
And he's kind of getting that little pool itch again. He's thinking he might come back and do some playing, which would be great to see.
He's a phenomenal player.
He is, well, he's one of the original founding members of the Green Machine.
That's right.
Now shortened to the Machine.
Yeah. So I wonder if the Green Machine would take him back. Because they're all the same age, roughly.
Yeah, I would imagine they would.
But Mike Robinson shoots very well, so it'd be tough to replace him.
Yeah, I kind of mix up my lineup. So, and again, it depends whether you're home or away. But my home lineup is always going to be my best player at the top. I want that followed up by who my weakest player would be, because I want them up front. And then 3, 4, and 5 is just going to progressively, 3 and 4 will progressively get better. The 5th is going to not necessarily be the guy that I think will run the table, but certainly has the capabilities of doing that, but also plays a very, very smart safety game.
This could be over. I think all the balls have a hole.
They do. They all have a home.
And he shoots very well. And he looks
yeah,
calm.
Milan is very, very calm under pressure.
Yep. Another long hair like myself.
Now the question is, do you try to shoot the gap right now for the 7 ball? And if you miss the gap between the 8 and the 2, you have the 5 as backup.
You got the gap.
I think he did too.
And then you go for the 5 on the right side. Looks like there's some angle there. Or did he go too far? He might have went too far. I think he's starting to scramble.
I don't know. I think he's in there.
Oh, he's
in there
looking at
good.
it. He's looking at it.
He is.
Because
I think he's there. Oh, he's looking at the 2.
the 2 ball.
I don't think you want. Well, maybe play the 2 ball underneath the 7 for the 7 to the bottom left.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, no, he's taking the 7.
I think he only needs 1 more ball. What's the score? Captain's crew.
No, they're losing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They need to win.
2,
10
4, 6 would give them 76. Oh. Is this going to go tie ball game?
Could it?
Well, if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's a 10-1, which would be 71. Nope.
Nope. Here's a shot. Does it have adrenaline?
He's got to
takes
miss the
over?
9 ball.
Oh, there's a shot at it.
Oh, wow.
This is a big shot.
And you have to go. You
have to.
have to go for this. There is no safety. You're not going to be able to play safe here. This is the make or break. This is your game-winning shot. Happens right here.
Yep. And does he get shape too?
The match, the game, everything relies on this shot.
Does he scratch? Does he get shape?
It's in the heart. Does he have shape?
It's there.
Does it go by the 10 ball?
No.
Bottom left?
Bottom left, I think it does, but not the side. Here we go. He's looking at it. Must be tight.
It is tight.
Oh,
For the game, set, match, watch out for the scratch as well. Could go scratch top left, scratch top right.
yep. Concentrating on making the shot. There we go. He's got it. Look at the confidence. Oh, maybe not.
Ooh,
Oh,
stands up. He doesn't like it.
he walks over to the table.
But I like what he did.
Yep.
Stand up.
Grabs a drink of water. That's what he's doing. The boys are laughing at him.
That's perfect. He stood up. He felt the tension.
Yep.
Right? So he stood up, went and grabbed some water, got a drink, and cracked a joke and made everybody laugh.
That's right.
Now the tension's gone. He can come back, concentrate, get down into the shot, and put it home.
That's right. And that's a true champion.
That is a guy with a ton of experience.
Yep.
Into the heart. Wow.
Big cheer, big cheer.
Wow. What a match
Yep.
that was.
That was smart. He got up, took a drink of water. He didn't feel comfortable.
Absolutely. What a match.
Yeah, that was a good out. That was a tough out for him.
That was very tough and very well played.
Especially under a lot of pressure.
Absolutely.
You have to win that.
Yeah, you bet. So, guys, we'll throw up viewer advantage and number 8 draw date for this one, June 1. $20 gets you in to win. The winner will get the choice: the Jacoby Black Shaft, the T3 Jump Brake Q JB case plus some cash, the SS360 plus cash, or you can choose option number 5, just take the money and run. If you want in to win, qsportslive@gmail.com is how you do it if you're in Canada. If you are outside of Canada, send a message to the Q Sports Live page. I'll get back to you with how you can get in to win. What a match, boys.
Yes, it was an awesome match.
Absolutely. So we're going to do a quick shutdown, restart.
Nice talking to you guys out there.
Absolutely. Get locked, loaded, ready to go for the next set of matches. So if you haven't done so already, guys, make sure you go onto our Facebook page, hit the like button or the YouTube channel, and hit the subscribe button so when we do come back, you get notified. You'll be able to join in on the live stream again. You're good. Yeah. So on behalf of myself, Sean Belakowski, the rest of the Q Sports Live team, thanks very much for tuning in, guys. We'll be right back with the next set of matches ready to rock and roll. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you back here in a few.